Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, guys, I am so excited because I'm doing something that I've never done before, and that is trying out every single Nikkia Joy Cosmetics loose pigments. There are 29 loose pigments on Nikkia Joy Cosmetics website, and I swatch and try out every single one. So you guys want to see what my thoughts are on these, how you guys create this look, well then definitely keep on watching. All right, guys, so I have been following Nikkia Joy, oh my God, for years. I think I discovered her years ago and I was trying to figure out how to control oil because she has very oily skin like myself, and she did some amazing tutorials about how to cover up large pores, how to control oil. And about a couple years ago, she actually rolled out with her own cosmetics line called Nikkia Joy Cosmetics. And she first rolled out with lashes, and then I believe she came out with some brushes, a matte setting powder, there's like a highlight face palette, and then there are all these loose pigments. Now, I have been following her cosmetics brand for a while now, and I've been seeing the swatches of loose pigments, and I'm like, damn, they're so freaking beautiful that I was like, I really want to try these out. So over this past weekend, I saw that they were doing a huge 4th of July sale where everything off the website was 20% off plus free shipping. So I was like, what better time to try out these loose pigments than during the 4th of July sale. So there are 29 loose pigments on the website. I picked up every single one except the shade Mirage because that's the only one that was sold out. And I was like, no, because it's such a beautiful color. But I picked up every single one to do swatches for you guys. Now, there are different ways that you guys can apply these. You guys can apply these with just your finger or with a wet brush, depending on what type of look you are going for, what type of texture you want. Do you want to have like a soft blown out style look where it looks pretty blended, or do you want to have wham bam thank you ma'am in your face pow color? It really just all depends, and I will literally show you guys every single shade that I got. I'm gonna show you guys how I swatched it with a dry finger versus a wet brush. I'm gonna show you guys how I got this eye look right here because it's super easy. I literally only used one shade to create this look. One shade. Now on the website do vary in prices. Typically the ones that I'm looking at right now, some of them are $16, the rest are $12. They do have Afterpay, and I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, the second that I ordered these, it shipped the same day and got here within 2 days. I was like, holy crap, that was so freaking fast. Now I did spend a little price point on getting these, but I did save $71 because of the 20% off sale, and I use Afterpay because it's a godsend. Now, I just wish I was able to get the loose setting powder because she has very oily skin like myself, and I really wanted to try her setting powder, but I just couldn't afford it at the time. But I'm excited because I literally dive right on in and I show you guys everything. So I'm not gonna ramble on too much. I'm gonna go ahead and dive into the swatches, show you guys every single color, dry and wet, and how I got this look. So let's go ahead and dive straight into the swatches. Okay, so I'm literally just gonna swatch through each shade. I'm gonna swatch it once with my finger and once with the wet brush. You guys can see the difference between the two. I'll also have the name of each color right here, but the first shade we're gonna have is the shade Cosmic.
Going on, I'll be there in a heartbeat. Tell me your favorite song, I'll put it on repeat.
Okay, so here are all the swatches so far. As you guys can tell, it definitely does get more pigmented when it's wet. I feel like the wet really helps to define the powder, but it just really depends on the type of look you're going for. This is shade Peaches and Candy. Now they look like they are a little bit crumbly, but they're not. I just had too much powder on the brush because in reality, they are really, really beautiful colors. I just had way too much powder.
Driving round with my baby, tough drops and raindrops. Motion got me all faded, my heart got me going all crazy, and I won't be walking away, yeah. I'm a fool, yeah, I gone love blind, and ooh, yeah, got my heart out, and it's covered in gold, like moonlight over Hollywood, and it's cool, yeah, 'cause you know it's good, oh baby.
Now I had to point out how different these two shades are. These are the same shades. This is the shade Wisteria. But when you get it wet, like look how it just changes colors. Like, oh my God, that is so crazy.
You like New York in the sunshine. I'm a fool, yeah, I gone love blind, and ooh, yeah, got my heart out, and it's covered in gold, like moonlight over Hollywood, and it's cool, yeah, 'cause you know it's good, oh baby. Drops and raindrops, motion got me all faded, my heart got me going all crazy, and I won't be walking away, yeah. I'm a fool, yeah, I gone love blind, and ooh, yeah, got my heart out, and it's covered in gold, like moonlight over Hollywood, and it's cool, yeah, 'cause you know it's good, oh baby.
Okay, so now that all the swatches are done, like literally, I'm only missing the Mirage shade. Oh, I wish I had it. It's like this beautiful green. I want to show you guys what this would look like if I just use one color. So I'm just going to use the shade Aurora because it is a duochrome shift. And I really want to showcase this color because you guys know how much I love green and it kind of shifts into yellow. Also, don't mind Bob. Bob is just really coming through today. He's like, bitch, the party has arrived. Also, I think he's here because I think he's mad at my new skincare routine because I am trying out a new skincare for a video that you guys will see in the future. So yeah, we're just going to ignore him today. So we're gonna go into the shade Aurora and I'm gonna lay down my eye base first. Now I can't decide if I want to use a wet brush or just my finger because both applied really, really pretty. But I guess if you want to have more of like an all day wear, I would then maybe suggest using a wet brush. But you gotta be mindful because some of the shades that I swatched looked a little chunky. Now they're not chunky. It's literally because of my brush being too wet at the time because I'm just dipping it into water in between each swatch. So sometimes the brush was just too wet, so it picked up way too much and then it looked really chunky. So that's something you gotta be mindful about. Also, I cannot stress this enough when I say that you got to be really careful when using these pressed pigments because of the fact that they are loose. If you spill this, it will get everywhere. Now, I know this for a fact because I had the pleasure of spilling my Makeup or Murderer Neon Loose Pigments and the mess that it created because I have carpet under my desk. Oh, that was a good time for me. It just can get, it can just get everywhere. So these are the type of shadows that I do recommend putting on first before you do any sort of makeup, foundation, anything like that. Put these on first just so that if you do spill, you have fallout. That's something you don't have to worry about. Now, if you really don't want to have fallout with these, you guys can use a glitter primer right here to really lock in the loose pigment, to really hold on to it so it doesn't have as much fallout on the face. For me personally, I don't really care if there's fallout, but I've never been one that really cared about fallout, but I know some people do, so you can go in with a glitter glue to help lock that in so it doesn't fall out. So like I said, I'm just going to use one shade today. This is the shade Aurora. I'm going to swatch it one more time with my finger right here. Like, oh, that is so pretty. Now, you guys see like a gold, but I see green and gold. It is just so freaking pretty. Now, if I take it with a brush, you really can't tell too much of a difference. So I think I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to try my finger first. And then if I don't really like how it turns out, then we will use my actual wet brush. But if you want to have like a softer look, you definitely use a finger. Okay, just look at that. That is so pretty. Like I said, you can use glitter glue to help lock it in, but I'm the type of person, like I said, if there's some fallout, I don't mind a little bit of fallout in the slightest. I haven't even gone back in and it's like literally laying down so beautifully. I just wish that they had the shade Mirage because that's the only shade that they did not have. And I just really wanted to get that green shade because you guys know how much I love green. And a lot of these blues in here are also incredibly stunning. Like the shade Jaded and Mermaid. I was like, what? Blown away by that. I'm going to take this dry brush from Bling Brushes and just very, very lightly, just because I need it for like up in my crease, to fill this in very slightly, like just like so. Yeah, kind of pat that on. Is that not a pretty color or what? Oh my gosh, that is so freaking pretty. Okay, I need to like buff this out lightly. You guys see how easy that was to lay down? That was so freaking easy. Now I do wish they had a bundle deal on the loose pigments because that would be like really, really nice. Like they can sell all like the metallic ones together, like the duochrome shift ones together, just the chrome with shift ones together. Like they could have like done so much with the bundles. I wish they could have done so much, and I wish they would have done bundles. Maybe one day they will, but it just kind of makes it easier when they do have bundle sets, because then you're like, oh, I could buy all those 6 colors together, and like they're really, really decently priced. That is probably the easiest like quickest eyeshadow I have ever done. Like that was so freaking quick. I got that done in under 4 minutes and it's just so beautiful. And people might think that like you use different shades or what, but sometimes it's nice just to have one shadow that you can use. And like I said, there's 29 different variations that you can choose from. You can literally use it as just like a single shadow, and especially with these because they do shift between like a gold to green. It's very versatile. Like with some of the ones like the cosmetics, like the Cosmic one or the Mirage or like Inferno, the ones that like switch colors in the light and how you turn your face, those are ones I feel like are great for single shadows. Now the ones like Jaded and Mermaid and stuff like that, let me show you. Like Jaded, for example. This is a very, very beautiful color. Now, it's very, very, very light in color. So this is the type of shade that you'd want to either like put on top of something or get it wet because it's very, very light in pigment. So you either want to use a wet brush for this 100%, or you would just want to put that on top of a shadow. Let me show you one more time. Again, very, very, very beautiful. Can be worn by itself, but to do like a single shadow, I might mix that one up with something else. So let me go ahead and throw on the rest of my face. As for like underneath, I'm probably gonna do like the same color underneath. And yeah, guys, I'll be right on back. All right, guys, and this is the final look. I think this is freaking beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful. I feel like, at least I hope that you guys can see the shift on camera. When I'm looking at it like head on with a mirror, I can see the shift. And I think it's so freaking beautiful. And you guys saw how easy it was to apply just using my finger. This was just my finger. My finger did all this. Now, granted, I could have gone in with a wet brush and probably had more pow in your face, but I really liked to have a very softer look. Now, this is very, very pigmented because a little bit does go a long way with this particular shadow and formula. Now, there are some shades in here that I do recommend using a wet brush with, just depending on what type of look you're going for. But for a shade like this, I definitely think that a finger is a great way to go just because it makes it a little bit more softer and not as intense. But if you're looking for the intensity, by all means, definitely use a wet brush. Now, most of these do range between $12 to $16, but I did get mine on sale. So these are all 20% off each, and I am not mad about it. If I can create a really beautiful look like this in less than 5 minutes per eye, like I am so freaking happy about that, because sometimes I just want to be on the go and I don't want to spend forever creating a really beautiful eye look when I could just use one shadow and it does it for me. Like that is just freaking insane. So I highly recommend these if you guys are looking for some beautiful loose pigments that you can create a really beautiful eye look. And I have to say this right now, this video is not sponsored. They have no idea that I exist, but I just wanted to try out every single product because they were just so beautiful. I had such a hard time deciding what to get, what not to get, and I was like, screw it, I'm gonna get it all. And I'm so glad I did, because I'm gonna be playing with these so much just because they're so freaking beautiful. And not only are they beautiful on their own, but you can definitely take these shades and amp up your everyday makeup look. You can add like the shade Unicorn, for example, and do like a really beautiful like purple pink eye look with this using some base shadows and then adding this on top. That will probably be absolutely stunning. So this was definitely worth the price point. I had so much fun doing this video. I can't get over how gorgeous this eye look is. Like truly, I can't get over it. I just think it's absolutely stunning, and I'm just so glad that I got this. So yeah, guys, I highly recommend checking out Nikkia Joy herself. If you guys have really oily skin like me, she has great, wonderful videos on her channel. I highly recommend checking out the website. The company is super sweet. They literally shipped this out within 2 days. I got it, and yeah, now that I have this, I definitely want to try that matte setting powder because I want to see if it can control the oil. But this was so much fun. I hope you guys like this style video. I've not really done something like this before where I literally swatched every single shadow minus Mirage because I don't have it. But this was so much fun. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4, mostly 5 times a week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's All for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. A huge, huge thank you to all these beautiful Patreon members that you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, I love you. I'll see you guys very next video. Bye. Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to my, and you can literally use it all at one time. Yeah, guys, let's go to So I literally, hey guys, what? I literally dive right in. I'll show you guys how. See with this, no. And you might definitely want to use the finger and once with the rest, looking right at the camera.